Are you ready for a story? Great! This is a fairy tale from Mexico. It's called The Green Rabbit. Long ago in Mexico, a pretty girl named Marisol walked in the forest near her home. As she walked, she sang. Her singing was so beautiful, the forest animals came close to hear it. One of the animals was a big green rabbit. The rabbit hopped right up to Marisol. "A green rabbit," she said. "How amazing!" The rabbit followed Marisol through the forest. It even followed her to her home. "You are the cutest rabbit," said Marisol. That night, Marisol sang to the green rabbit as she fed him a carrot. Suddenly, something wonderful happened. The rabbit turned into a handsome prince. "My beautiful lady, I am Prince Javier," he said. "My father is a great king with magic powers. He put a spell on me so that I am a rabbit by day and a prince only at night." At that moment, Marisol fell in love with the prince. "That is the saddest story," said Marisol. "How can you break the spell?" "I must find someone who truly loves me," said Javier. "I truly love you," said Marisol. "We must tell my father," said Javier. "Then he will break the spell and I can be your prince forever." The next day, Marisol and Javier went to the palace. At the palace, Marisol talked to the king. "I love your son," she said. "Please break the spell and let him stay a prince." "Javier is my favorite child," said the king. "You cannot just tell me you love him. You must show me. I will give you 2 tests to prove your love. First, fill this barrel with your tears and bring it to me," said the king. "After that, I will give you the second test." Then the king picked Javier up and they disappeared. Without Javier, Marisol was very sad. She cried for many days. Soon she filled the barrel with her tears. She brought the barrel back to the palace. "Very good," said the king. "You passed the first test. You are ready for the second test. You must wear out these 6 pairs of boots." Marisol took the boots. She put on 1 pair and she started to walk. Marisol walked for days and days. She walked through villages, towns, and cities. Marisol wore out all of the boots. But now she was far away from the king's palace. "I have traveled so far from Javier. How can I get back to him?" she cried. The summer wind heard Marisol. He picked her up with her sack full of worn-out boots. He carried her over villages, towns, and cities. He took her back to the king's palace. Marisol showed the boots to the king. The king smiled. "You truly do love my son," he said. The king broke the spell and turned the green rabbit back into Prince Javier. Marisol and Javier got married and lived a wonderful, long, and happy life together. The end.